I like to explain it further that state of matter and changes in state of matter depends upon the balance between two factors. The number one factor, forces of attraction between the particles. And the second factor is the energy of movement of the particles. Now, this is very important. This is very important to understand these two factors, to understand the effect of this and the explanation of the kinetic particle theory of matter on all the physical properties like melting point, boiling point. Actually, these two factors, factor 1 and factor 2, these two factors are conflicting with each other. These two factors are rival to each other. They are against each other. These two factors are fighting against one another, and they are contending against one another. They are contending factors. I like to illustrate this. For example, when the forces of attraction between the particle is very, very large, very high, they will attract each other. When they will attract each other and the forces of attraction between the particle is very, very high, it means they will come closer. Naturally, obviously, they come closer. When they will come closer, they are attracting each other. There is less freedom for movement because they are attracting each other. They are more closely packed and they are attracting each other. So there is less freedom for their movement. When the movement is less, it means movement is always related with the kinetic energy. If the movement is less, kinetic energy is less. When kinetic energy will be less, it means that they cannot move so much. So this is under the effect of the forces of attraction between the particles. For example, the best example is in case of solids. They are closely packed and they are very nearby, and the forces of attraction between them is very, very high. Less freedom for the movement, less chances of their movement, and less kinetic energy possessed by the particles of the solid. But if you go towards the second factor is about the energy of movement. If the energy of movement is very high, if the particles possess a lot of energy, they move. When they move, they go away. And when they go away, it means the forces of attraction will be less because they are far away from one another. And when they go so far away, they cannot attract each other as much as in case of solids. I'm talking about relatively. And it means that they go away, they have a lot of energy, they show more movement, there is more movement by the particles, and of course when there is more movement, movement is always related with kinetic energy, more kinetic energy, and this condition, these all points are more related with high temperature. When you give high temperature, particles will gain energy. When particles will gain energy, they will move very fast and they go away, and all this will happen. So all this will be more related with high temperature. So high temperature condition can give all this. For example, in case of solids, when you have solids and the particles are so closely packed together, when you give high temperature to them, they will gain more energy and they will move faster. When they will move faster, they go away. When they go away, it means that their kinetic energy will be more and more. So, I mean, with high temperature, the solid will change itself into liquids, and then it will slowly, gradually go towards gases. But in case of all these conditions, all these factors, all these points are more related with high pressure, and all this will be more applicable with high pressure condition. When there is a high pressure, particles come closer. When they will come closer, they will attract each other. For example, in case of gases, when the particles are so far away, when you apply high pressure, and they will come closer, and when they will come closer, they will attract more. When they will attract more, so all these factors will be more applicable under high pressure. So I want to repeat my point that no doubt in it that these two factors are contending against each other, these two factors are conflicting, but all these points will be more applied under high pressure, and all these points will be more applied and will come out, and we can observe them with high temperature.